So, can we stop talking about how bad Taurus is? Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Big Ball Vlogs, Big Ball Shooting, Big Ball Entertainment overall. Also, currently the owner and operator of Fundamental Firearms Training, soon to be FFL. A lot of things going on in the background. That's why you haven't seen me shooting a lot of videos. But I'm here at the range. It's been a beautiful day. I wanted to get out. It's a little bit windy, so hopefully the windy breeze is being canceled by my microphone set. But I'm here today because every now and then I want to get out to the range and I want to take all my pistols out and run them, because you have to. Not because I want to, because you have to. And the reason I say because you have to is because if you want to be good with your self-defense gun, I don't care what self-defense gun it is. This is not a self-defense gun. This is more of a range gun, but this is my Walther P22. But if you want to be good and be able to be confident in using the gun that you carry every day for self-defense, if you have multiple guns, you have to get out to the range and practice with all of them, or you have to just kind of like focus or carry or train with the gun that you plan to carry every day. And that's why I'm out here today. I got a lot of guns. Today I'm actually at the range I came to the range to do a couple things. One was to play with the 22 rifle, and the other one was to run some rounds through my 45 ACPs, because I carry 45 ACP. I don't often carry it, but this is my Glock 30. I carry it, and you guys may have seen I still got it. I should be bringing this over. I don't know why I don't have it over here. I still got the FN 545 Tactical, aka Dolomite. So I came out to the range to play around a little bit with these weapons, firearms, whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna move this over here, pistols, because I wanted to get, just some time on them. But I thought I'd have a little conversation, because this happens so much that it just drives me crazy, especially recently, because I've been doing a lot of certification training where some of you guys are annoyingly anal about the way the firearm. I mean, how do I want to say this? Some of you guys are just so annoying, bragging about the choice of firearm that you purchased. So I am technically a Glock guy, Glock fanboy, whatever you would call it. I have about 6 Glocks, and I'm a Glock fanboy because I bought into Glock reliability. I may have said that in one of my previous videos. I bought into Glock reliability. I bought into the Glock ecosystem of parts, holsters, everything Glock. So if shit hits the fan, if you can't find a Glock part, man, you must have bought one. Like, they're like, most of them are like interchangeable. Some of them, like, everything is interchangeable. But anyway, I digress. I'm a Glock guy, but when I go to the range, I don't judge someone by the purchase that they made. Hence, I wanted to talk about the Taurus. I get so fed up with hearing people talking about Taurus firearms, and I don't know why, because this isn't Taurus of the past. This is Taurus of today, right? And for the longest time, Taurus has been known for their revolvers, but there have been some fallbacks when it came to their semi-automatic pistols. But for the amount of pistols that Taurus makes, and for the amount of energy that they put into making these pistols with the metallurgy and figuring out what metals are used, to bring it in at the price point that they do, I am a fan of Taurus. So real quick, I'm going to do this off camera because I believe there's a whole bunch of restrictions around assembling and disassembling firearms on camera. This is my carry gun 99% of the time. And you've seen it. I've got 7 Glock 19s that they're like from basic to red dots and cuts and ported, right? This is my carry gun. Originally this was the Taurus G2C. I went to shoptaurus.com and I bought the G3C Toro upper, or slide, or whatever you want to call it, complete slide, and swapped everything out. Swapped out the recoil spring, swapped out the barrel. It was interchangeable. And the only thing that is different is the fact that it has, well, this one has fixed sights, whereas my G2 has adjustable sights. It takes Glock sights. It also has this Taurus plate system, which allows you to put in your optic. I'm currently running something that is RMSC footprint. And this is my carry gun. So for the longest time, I'll be out of training and somebody will be like, oh man, Taurus is crap. Even there's a local gun dealer here who I went there to buy another Taurus. I went to buy a Taurus TX22, and he's like, we don't sell Taurus. Taurus is crap. People get upset when their guns break. Like, how often does that happen? Somebody give me the number. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure if you did some data that shows how many returns or failures that Taurus has based on, again, the amount of guns that they make, it's probably a very small number. Because if they were deemed unsafe or unreliable, Taurus wouldn't be in existence. And on top of it, I've owned up to even more than some very expensive name brands like Kimber. And we all, if you don't know, Kimber has a reputation or has this thing about, yeah, shit might not shoot sometimes. It might jam up on you and you gotta send it back and you gotta get it fixed. We talk about Taurus all the time like they're such the worst pistol on the planet, but we almost praise Kel-Tec. And I absolutely hate Kel-Tec. I would not become a Kel-Tec sponsor. I don't care about Kel-Tec. In the time that I've been on this planet shooting guns, Kel-Tec has been one of those guns that try to come to the market with a budget-friendly pistol or shotgun or something that has always, forever had a problem. And we praise Kel-Tec. Why? And we talk bad about Taurus. Again, like I said, this isn't Taurus of the past. This is Taurus of today. So what I want to get into real quick is I want to get into what you're getting out of a Taurus today. If you don't own a Taurus, man, I mean, come on, man. I paid, when I originally bought this gun, I paid like $199 for it. Compared to what? A Glock 26. How much do you think a Glock 26 would cost you? 400 bucks, right? It didn't have the optics cut, but you're getting a gun that is comparable to a Glock. And to prove that, let's just take a quick look at what you're going to get from a Taurus today versus maybe a Taurus in the past. I don't know. I've had Taurus all my life, but let's just take this apart real quick. I can't do it on camera, but I'll do it after the fact. You know what you got to do. You got to drop the hammer, or you got to drop the striker. Similar to a Glock, same type of release system there. And this is the inside. If I didn't show you that this was a Taurus, you would think that was a Glock 26. Same barrel lockup, same trigger safety block there, same striker, almost the same backplate. Almost everything with this screams Glock, even where some Glocks don't have it, maybe depending on the year or age of your Glock, a captive recoil spring. This one, as I said, this is Glock quality. It takes Glock sights. So again, if you're going to buy a gun, I would think that you would want to buy a gun that you're going to have good support for. You need sights. Glock sights fit, right? And then at the end of the day, you have that similar to a Glock, that Glock safety mechanism right there. Now, Taurus stands out a little bit different than Glock because Taurus has a different feature, which let me put this back together real quick. Taurus has a feature that I don't really think that is necessary. Weapon is clear, by the way. If I haven't proved that, weapon is clear. We just take it apart back together. Taurus has this feature that I don't know if it actually makes sense to have, which is called the double strike feature. Because I've never really had this, but if you for some reason had a soft primer strike, with a Taurus, you actually have the ability to do a second pull of the trigger like this. And it cocks the striker and it lets it go. So if you were to think about this, let's think about what type of firearm this is. When we talk about double action versus single action. If we're talking about the type, single action is responsible for doing one thing. It is responsible for releasing the hammer or striker. If you're talking about double action, the purpose or the action or the, damn it, I'm stumbling on myself. The function of the trigger in double action is to both cock the hammer and release the hammer. So that's a double action. So there's single action versus double action. Normally your single action being a revolver, but no, you could potentially maybe have a single action pistol. This particular weapon, when you squeeze the trigger, actually both cocks the striker and releases the striker. But they claim that this is not a double action. It is called a double strike, which is kind of odd. But let's just call it double action because it works similar to a double action revolver or pistol. You pull the hammer, it cocks it back, it lets it go. But they call that double strike. So I don't even know if you need that feature, because if you do, rack the slide. Now it is in single action mode, where pulling the hammer or pulling the trigger actually only has one function, and that is to release the striker, like so. So when you're dealing with this particular pistol, it is very kind of odd that if for some reason it didn't go off, you have this long trigger pull like a revolver, and it is a pretty stout trigger pull, but it feels good and clean all the way through and it breaks, to having a trigger pull that is back here to a wall that is almost non-existent, and bink, and it goes off, right? So that's what you get. You get a Glock style pistol for a hell of a price of about $199, maybe just a little bit over 200. And another thing that you get, which I don't know if I can say it online, is you get capacity. Compare this to like a Glock 26. Compare this to some of the other subcompact Glocks. You're not going to get 12 rounds. You're not going to get 12 rounds, right? You get the optics cut. You get some pretty aggressive, in this situation, some pretty aggressive, what do you call these things? You get some pretty aggressive, I'm on camera effing up right now. You get some pretty aggressive cuts on the front for racking your slide. You have some pretty aggressive cuts on the back for racking your slide, and it looks good. This one also, sorry, the thing that I kind of left out was the original G2 slide had a loaded chamber indicator because it would push up when you had a round in the chamber. This one doesn't, but it has that little hole, so if you want to know if there's a round in the chamber, you should know. But as always, you want to keep your finger off the trigger and treat every firearm as if it were loaded. So now that we talk about Taurus, and again, if I haven't convinced you that Taurus is a good gun, my instructor for all of my NRA certifications uses his Tauruses in training, and he has over 12,000 rounds through his Taurus. James Yeager uses Tauruses in his training, and he has well over 10,000, 12,000 rounds through his, and he claims he never even oils them, and they run reliably. So you have that one guy out of a dozen who wants to talk about Taurus. It's almost, I mean, there's other, without getting off track here, there's other people who talk about Anderson. You know, oh, Anderson, poverty pony. Anderson works. And they're $35. So why would I want to pay $100 or $1,000 for it? I don't know. That's on you. It's your money. But most of the time, it's for bragging rights. It's for bragging rights. Oh, I bought a SIG. Does SIG ever have problems? Weren't SIGs dropping bang type of guns a little bit ago? Yeah, SIGs had its problems too. But again, I just get so tired of people talking about Taurus. So then it comes down to, I guess, this. The gun shoots. I've been running this gun forever. The gun shoots. It's my particular gun. I'm going to have to probably do something with these sights. They're not set to the height. I think I got the wrong front sight height, but I do know how to use them accurately. So it comes down to accuracy. A lot of guys will be like, "Oh man, your gun shoots crappy because it's a Taurus." What? Your gun shoots crappy because it's a Taurus? Really, sir? Again, let's go back to Kel-Tec, which in my opinion is one step above High Point. Even High Point shoot. Your gun shoots like crap because it's a Taurus? If anybody ever says that to you, I guarantee you they can't shoot. So I guess your next question to me is, can I shoot for me to be given this opinion? Well, let's just take a quick look. I'm always willing to prove myself before I sit here and talk the talk and not walk the walk. We're gonna, because a lot of people don't know how to use it, we're gonna go with this pistol right here. This is my Walther P22. It is old. I've run thousands and thousands of rounds of this thing, and right now I'm about 5 yards. And awesome thing that I just realized that I can do with this, so I'm hoping it comes out pretty good, is on the Samsung, which you can't do with your iPhone people, another bunch of snobs that I don't even know, where you come off bragging about something about blue bubbles. But anyway, I can film. I'm right now filming 2 videos. I'm filming, in my screen I see a split screen, but I am now filming 2 independent videos. One is of what's behind the camera, and the other one is what's in front of the camera. So I gotta do a bunch of mix and match because I chose to film 2 different angles here, but I could also film it so you get what I would see, which would be a split screen. But behind me, what you can see is I have posted a target with, I think those are maybe like 2 or 3 inch circles on the left and right side of the head of that silhouette. And what I want to do is I'm going to shoot 10 rounds from 5 yards. Again, people, I can shoot further, but if you can't shoot from this distance, you're probably going to have trouble shooting at further distances, because at the end of the day, that small target equals a bigger target at further distances, if that makes sense. So let's take some shots. I'm going to be shooting at the left side target, left side of the head, I got about 10 rounds of 22 caliber ammunition in here at 5 yards. And let's see how I do. Let's see if my shooting without a red dot can prove that I actually can shoot. I got in an argument about this with some guy on TikTok. So let's give some shots here. Let's see. Shot it again. I feel like I can't see the hits, but we're going to count them up at the end. Okay, gun empty. Let's go take a quick look at how many I hit on that. Let's see. Out of 10, 3 flyers, 1, 2, 3. The first 3 wasn't really aiming, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 10 shots, 70% on that one. And I could have done better if I would have actually not been talking while I was trying to shoot at the same time. So 10 shots, 70% accuracy. Could have been a little bit better on that one. I got 3 flyers. We're going to do the same thing with this little Taurus. Now, for the record, I am going to shoot with the red dot off. You're going to have to take my word on this. I'm going to shoot with the red dot off for a couple of shots just to show you how it shoots without the red dot. So let's say the first 5 I'm going to shoot without the red dot. And then I'm going to turn the red dot on and shoot with the next 5. And we're going to shoot at the target on the right side of the target. So now I need my ammo, I need my mags. What I do, I load my ammo. All right in front of me. I'm going to turn the red dot off for now. Okay, red dot is off. And again, we're shooting at the target on the right side of the head. It's about a 3-inch target from here. I mean, about a 3-inch target from 5 yards. So here we go. Using iron sights only. Let's do it. A little bit high. Hit. Couldn't see that one. Okay. Let's go again. Hit. Hit. I'm trending a little bit to the left. Let's try it again. Dropping. Okay. I forgot to turn the red dot on. So anyway, let's see what I did with the iron sights on a 3-inch target. Let's take a quick look. So, too high, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe because that's a big hole. Stick my finger all the way through it. 10. So, not bad for 3 inches. But, again, I got bad vision. And I do, at times, need the red dot. So, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to shoot about this time. We're going to shoot about 5. And we're going to use the red dot and see if I do a little bit better. This time we're going to aim for the actual head, which is a little bit smaller than, turn the red dot on. This is a little bit smaller than the actual targets that I was shooting at. These are, that one looks like it's probably like 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So let's see if I can hit that from here. All right, 5 rounds. What I hit, I think I had 2 that were a little bit low, maybe 1 that was low. So hits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's low. So accuracy, I don't have a problem with it. If I were shooting at, let's see, a qualification target, which is an 8-inch plate at between 7 to 15 yards, let's do that. Let's do it that way. See if the accuracy's there. Let's talk about self-defense shooting. So we're going to aim center mass, five rounds. I'm not going to rip through them. There's a round per second roll here, but let's just do it. All right, first one was a flyer, of course, but yeah, I think those are good hits. I don't even think that's 8 inches, and as you can see, we'll go and point those out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flyer at 6. Again, I don't know why people, for some reason, want to give Taurus a hard time about being a crappy gun. I don't know how many rounds, I haven't even counted how many rounds I've put through this gun, and I have not had a single malfunction or issue. Look it up, guys, if you are interested in buying a Taurus. Stop taking the word of the guy from the range that, you know, he's so proud about buying a SIG that he wants to talk down to you about your Taurus. And then at that, if that happens, what you need to do is whip out your Taurus, put that target out there after doing some decent practice, and show them that there's nothing wrong with a Taurus. With that said, hey, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. I got a lot of stuff going on. Like I told you, I'm doing my own thing. Certifications, CCW training. But I am still going to be out here shooting videos, and hopefully you'll see me out doing some training videos. Appreciate your time. Peace.